Hello, and welcome to episode 11 of my Master Duel Masochist series. So, last time we were able to get all the way up into Gold Tier 2, so of course today, the goal is to get all the way up into Platinum. And here is the deck that we are hoping to do it with now. The major changes from last episode, of course, are Pot of Desires. Has to be said, that is a crazy pull. And we are playing around with 1 Day of Peace. We'll see how it performs. And with all that being said, let's get into the duels. Alright, we have lost the coin toss. Not a great start to the day, but let's see what our opponent is on. 40 and 15. Starting off with the Dragon Shrine. Possibly a Blue Eyes deck? No. Odd Eyes. Well, just looking at the hand here, this is not looking great. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it. Okay, we are going first, and of course the opponent, if you'll notice, is a collection of letters and numbers with all the default stuff, so very much seeming like a bot. I think we just leave it at that for now. Interesting. Lecter Pendulum. Activating Trickstar live stage, so, you know, seems kind of bottish. Come on, Curse of Dragonfire. You've got so much to live for. Think of your family. Don't do this. Don't do it. Oh, no. It was tough to watch. Tough to watch, but we do appreciate the donated pack, I suppose. All right, well, somehow the game decided that that bot was worth 4 legacy packs, so here we go, 8 more cards. Skip. Manipulator of Souls, funny card, I don't think we're gonna use it. Submarine Frog, it is a level 2 technically. Sisunder, Light Ray Madur, Sonic Jammer, Jane Lightsworn Paladin, Sea Lancer, and Grave Robber. Over to the main event, let's see the Master Pack. Whoop, maybe a holo. Speedroid Hexasaucer. You know, we're starting to build up a little package of Speedroids, in fact. Our second Gen X Recycled. Bluebeard. Dark Mambele. Alright, this is the most conditional card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Holy hell. Sword Sting. Very good card in Yusenju, but not something we can use. Cattle Drive. Magnum the Reliever. Oh, this is actually generic. I don't know. I'll have to look. We do have like a Flash Fusion spell. So it's possible we could make this. And a Bujin spell. Time to dig through the collection and see if I can use that fusion. Okay, well, we're going first, and this is a pretty decent looking hand. Let's see what interaction they have for us. Grab the tuner. Let's go for Hyperia. Get the draw. 1 Day of Peace. Interesting. Go for our Sprite Elf. Foxy Tune effect. Let's go ahead and bring back Hyperia. Here's their chance to Nibiru. No activation though. Beautiful. And Deer Note effect, bring back Foxy Tune. That'll just have to do it. Our opponent's on 60 cards, 15 in the extra. Could be a branded pile. Interesting. Let's get our free draw. You know, just the casual one of in 60 cards. Adhara for next turn. Not terrible. Setting a card. Setting another card. And end phase. You know, this is making me think that this is probably, you know, like a bricked Blue Eyes player. So if that's a stone face down, I would rather it not, you know, go to the graveyard. So, DD Warrior. Ring. Ring target elf. Well, we'll just get elf out of there. And no need to do 1 day of peace because they seem to be bricked, so I want to keep them that way. Okay, well, it is a Blue Eyes deck. That was not the Blue Eyes support card I was expecting. Alright, let's hope they stay bricked. Going end phase, wow. Transverser, just try to protect some stuff. Let's go grab another free card. I'm hoping this game is in the bag, but you never know. Okay. Well, you know, that's pretty much the way to do it, is just keep your opponent on bad cards. You know, make sure they keep drawing the bad cards. It's just that easy. All right, 2 legacy packs. Really want to compulse literally any removal spell. Here we go. All right, Bird of Roses, Lightning Conger, Darkblade, and Spiritualism. Spiritualism is not the worst. It, you know, returns a spell trap to the hand and can't be negated. I don't think it does enough right now. And the Master Pack. Neo-Spacianaire Hummingbird, White Moray, another Shinobi, Vampire's Domain. Interesting, because we do have a fair number of vampire cards. Warlock of the Ice Barrier, Talons of Shurelain. Pretty sure this is a newer card. Not playable right now, but like fairly strong, honestly. Hayate. Cursed Bamboo Sword. Pretty funny. I think we have the one that is like a main phase skip, but we don't have any of the other stuff. All right, back to it. Okay, we've won the coin toss. Our opponent's on 41 and 13. Let's see if we can do it. Terra Top. No interruptions there. Let's normal the Ringo. Guess let's see if we can land the Dogman. That will give us more options. That is actually the ideal discard as well. Oh my gosh, into the Foxy tune. Okay, let's do some stuff. I think we leave it there for now. You know, temporary banish and magic drain. We just gotta hope for the best here. I guess we also have battle protection from the Speedroid in the graveyard. I'm gonna let this one go through and try to negate the next one. All right. Here's where we see if they have other spell cards in hand, I guess. And they did. Okay, it never mattered. So a Little Knight here, then the next monster just gets to summon another Lilla, so no point trying to interrupt it at the moment. Okay, so they have 3 on field, so... Really? The gigantic sprite. Do they have something to negate the Little Knight? Like a droplet or something? Oh, okay. Sweet. Got rid of Called by the Grave. And now we get rid of Gigantic. Probably shouldn't activate cards like that, huh? Battle phase. Main phase. And end phase. That was such a huge misplay going into the Gigantic. Oh, and it's about to get a lot worse for them. It's about to get so bad. Effect Veiler on Elf? Yeah, man, whatever. Alright, this is probably a new player. I think we just gotta hope the draw is a hand trap or something. There we go. 2 more legacy packs. Click and Echo, Midshield Gardener, Blackwing, Hillin the Tengu Wind, and Flame Manipulator. Click and Echo is like, you know, a pretty funny card for like hand knowledge. You know, plays around Imperm, I suppose, as well. But doesn't advance our strategy enough. And the Master Pack. Restoration of the Monarchs, Dreamland. This is an interesting card. I think if we ever get on like a dedicated Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz strategy, this is certainly a card to return to. Not something useful at the moment. Bajingi Swallow. Reversal of Fates. Oh, okay, an Arcana Force card. Scrap Searcher. Vylon Sphere. UFO-roid. And Spellbook of Power. Nothing too useful here. Let's keep it moving. Second Feather Duster of the day. I think that's my Duel Links skill. You know, at the start of the duel, activate it, hand my opponent a Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. Oh, and that is circular off the top, so we're out of here. Are you joking? Third Feather Duster. Second game in a row. Battle Guard Echoes. It can add a level 5 Earth Warrior and then discard a card. Adding Pyrite Knight. They do have like the Gemnite icon. Drytron Asterism as the discard. And there we go. Let's go get our pack. And actually, that was the rank up into gold tier 1 as well. All right, 2 legacy packs. Codebreaker Virus Swordsman. Wow. Very decent. Very decent. I think that's going in, probably. What else do we have? Ryukushin Clown, Sasuke Samurai, and another Jane Lightsworn Paladin. But anyway, the Virus Swordsman, definitely a nice pull. Okay, the Master Pack. Can it top the Virus Swordsman? Toy Vendor. Pretty nice. Defrag Dragon. It is a free special summon. Madolche. What? How did I get 2 of the same Madolche? Rika Flurries. Bayrock Dragon. Lair Wire. Nice insect card, I guess. And Illusory Snatcher. So it did glow yellow, but, you know, just completely baited us. I guess, you know, the yellow was referring to the fact that Toy Vendor is actually pretty good. All right, what's the opponent up to this time? 45 and 15. Is that 1? Is that 2? Pass. Fair enough. Nothing in this hand really gets us anywhere. DD Warrior at least maybe punishes them. They attack us on the next turn. No triggers in response to anything. Let's set the elephant. Hope for the best here. Normal summon the Dragonling. Okay. Wi-Fi symbol. You can do it, Wi-Fi. You can do it. I have smote them and their internet connection. Alright, no legacy packs that time, which I think is probably pretty fair considering it was just them disconnecting. So, on to the Master Pack. Ooh. It's my boy. My favorite boy. Jamming Waves. Not terrible. Worm Yagan. Ledger Book. Target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls. Banish them until the end phase. Then your opponent gains 1,000 life points for each monster that left the field by this effect. I guess we're just, you know, collecting every single trap card that does like a temporary banish. This is technically a step up from the Amazement Trap because, you know, obviously it targets 2 monsters instead of 1. And you don't have to do the awkward thing where you first equip the trap card and then activate the effect to actually do the banish. So I don't know if this replaces a different card or just the Amazement card itself, but it's definitely going in. Melodious. This is technically a free special if we go second, so I guess this is going in the deck too. A Performapal. It might just be because there's a billion different Performapal monsters, but it certainly seems like we've collected a lot of these. Armed Dragon Thunder 5. A Mecha Phantom Beast. And White Steed of the Floral Knights. So if we control a level 2 or lower monster, we can special summon this. You know, this pack actually gave us 2 kind of free special summons and an upgrade to the Amazement Trap. Despite the fact that it didn't have any hollows, even after our boy showed up, this is actually not a bad pack. Alright, we are going first. They've got the maxi. So I think we are just setting a bunch of traps and letting them have at it. This was not the best hand anyway. Normal summon tour guide. We might need to write them down in our little ledger book. Goblin Biker Grand Bash, Platter Sploder, and Psychic Tracker. Yeah, they've got this one. Ooh, let's see the discard. Discarding Dark Hole, which they decided not to activate. I mean, I guess I have Little Net anyway, but they didn't even want to try. Even the bots are feeling a little sadder these days. But anyway, thanks for the pack. Dawn Knight and Marshmallow. Two actually not so bad cards. If this was a level 2, it would be such an automatic include. But if we ever get enough like stall cards, control cards, this could certainly be a fun thing to include in that sort of list. All right, Master Pack time. Fiendish Golem. Ironically enough, this is another temporary banished trap card. Not as good as our other ones. Second, Lilybell. Manifestation. Smile Universe. Rod of Silence. Celestia Lightsworn Angel to go with our 2 Janes that we got from the Legacy packs today. All right, let's see what the 2 hollows are. Crystal Abundance, and Wind Witch Glass Spell. You know, this is a pretty decent card, obviously, for Wind Witch, for, you know, doing, like, wind synchro plays. But the Wind Lock, I think, is a little bit much for what we're trying to go for. Right, we are going first. Our opponent is on 43 and 15. This hand does pretty much nothing, so I'm going to activate the 1 day of peace, actually. Okay. Well, this does make Little Knight now. Seems like they've got, you know, Impermer Veiler. Okay, I guess, you know, let's just hope Dogmatica Punishment can carry this for us. Imperm target Little Knight. Makes sense. I can protect it with Safe Zone. Is that 1? Normal Summon. And surrender? Alright, coming over to the pack opening screen, we've got 3 legacy packs from that last duel, and 1 more master pack. Now we are technically 1 win away from Platinum, but, you know, I know the episodes tend to get edited down a lot. I'm only including the duels that I win, and, you know, interesting duels that I lose. Because other than that, you know, me hitting the surrender button to Voiceless Voice, or Yubel, or Tenpai over and over again, you know, it's I don't have to include the entire process of that happening over and over again, of course. But anyway, I say all of that to say, what you're not seeing on the screen is how relatively weak this deck is versus what gold looks like now. And my thinking is that if we try to go into platinum, then long term, the series is actually probably going to suffer. So, we're one win from platinum, but I feel like we just have to do the D rank to silver at least one more time, try to get more cards, especially, just kind of power cards, spells that remove monsters or boss monsters in the extra deck outside of Little Knight. The pulls that I do have, I really can't complain about them, of course. They have been crazy. I've got my Little Knight, my Elf, my Pot of Desires, but I feel like we need a little bit more fuel before it's really worth it to go to platinum and just get absolutely thrashed. So I think that's the plan for now. My own ego would personally love to just go ahead and rank up into platinum again, but I don't think that's what's right long term for the series. So with that huge lengthy explanation out of the way that probably no one cares about, let's finish up this episode. So 3 legacy packs. What do we got? Performapal, Swin Cobra, Tornado Wall, Kappa Avenger, Cyclone Boomerang, Counter, and Desperate Tag. All right, nothing too crazy there. Master Pack. Can we end on something crazy? Dark Contract with the Witch. On Meraki. Not the worst card I've ever read. I don't think it's an include for now. Vylon Element, apparently not our first one. Ishki Vanity. Flower Cardian. Cross-Dimensional Duel. An Ancient Gear card. Adamancipator. And Evil Hero Sinister Necron. So nothing too crazy with that pack, and all the more reason for us to pick this up next time when we D-rank back down to silver and just hopefully punch through really quickly, get a lot more cards, get a lot beefier in terms of what our deck can do until we're finally ready to ascend to platinum and hopefully eventually one day get into diamond. We'll just have to see. All right, so with that, thanks so much for joining me. I don't think I've ever said this before in one of these videos, but of course, if you're enjoying these videos, if you could subscribe, that would really help me out. But either way, really appreciate you sticking with me, and I will catch you next time.